Hi, it's Lee. Welcome to another Learn English with Lee grammar video. And in this video, we're going to start talking about conditional sentences in English. And when I say conditional sentences, I mean sentences using if. Okay, so if sentences in English. Okay, and this video is the first video in the series. So we're going to start at the beginning and look at zero conditional, which is the conditional sentence that we use to talk about general things, common things that regularly happen. So let's think of an example. One important thing to remember is that all conditional sentences in English have the similar basic structure. It's one sentence, but it's two parts. Okay, so one sentence, but it has two verbs. In English grammar, we say two clauses. Okay, so let's think of an everyday common example for our zero conditional sentence. Let's have rain and use an umbrella. Okay, very common situation. You know this situation, I know this situation. So what is the relationship between these two actions? What is the connection? Okay, well, rain, in this situation, people do this. People do this. Why? Because this situation has happened. So for this reason, rain, we're going to call this our conditional clause. We're talking about when this situation happens. In the situation of rain, this happens. So use an umbrella is going to be our main clause. Okay, time for a very important question. In this connection, rain, use an umbrella, are we only talking about me? No. Are we only talking about you? No. Are we talking about people generally? Yes. In this situation, most people do this. Most people in my country, in your country, people in Canada, India, Russia, South Sudan. In this situation, most people do this. Okay. Are we talking about only today or only tomorrow? No. Are we talking about time generally? Yes, we are. So people, general, time, general, place, general. This is generally true. So that's a very important thing to remember for the meaning or when we use zero conditional. But we don't have a sentence yet. Just rain, use an umbrella. So how do we make? Well, we need if. You know, we're talking about if sentences in English. So where do I put if? Well, we put it at the beginning of the conditional clause. Conditional sentence, conditional clause. So if rain, use an umbrella. But another question, do we need to start with a conditional clause? Can we start with the main clause? Yes, we can. So we can change this and say use an umbrella when, if, rain. Okay, so conditional clause, main clause, conditional clause, no difference. Okay, so if rain, use an umbrella. But we still need more. It's still not a complete sentence yet. What's the subject of the conditional clause? Rain, I rain, you rain? No. If it rain. Good? If it rains. Okay, don't forget to conjugate the verb. So if it rains, use an umbrella. Well, we said because it's zero conditional, this subject can be anybody. I, you, he, she, we, they, it. So we can say, for our example, if it rains, people use an umbrella, because zero conditional, it's a very general conditional. So we have our sentence. If it rains, people use an umbrella. So if we look more closely at the construction of a zero conditional sentence, we have if, and what tense is this? It's present simple tense. What about the main clause? What tense is it? It's present simple tense. So the construction for zero conditional is if plus present plus present. But this is perfect for speaking. But if you are writing and the sentence begins with the conditional clause, you need a comma after the conditional clause. So for speaking, of course, it's no problem, people don't know. But when you're writing and you begin a sentence with a conditional clause, you need the comma. So if it rains, comma, people use an umbrella. Or changing, people use an umbrella if it rains. Okay, so we're nearly finished. But one very important thing for zero conditional is that we don't need to use if. For zero conditional, you can also use when. When it rains, people use an umbrella. So for zero conditional, when and if are exactly the same. So if it rains, people use an umbrella. People use an umbrella if it rains. When it rains, people use an umbrella. People use an umbrella when it rains. And all of these sentences are exactly the same. But please remember, this when is not a question word. Okay? It's just talking about the time. Okay? It looks like the question word, but it is not a question word. So how do you make a question with a conditional sentence? Well, the question part needs to go in the main clause. So the main clause is just a regular present simple sentence. So our zero conditional question will have just a present simple question in the main clause. So for example, we could say, when it rains, do people use an umbrella? Or when it rains, what do people use? Okay, or when it rains, why do people use an umbrella? Okay, so the question is just a present simple question in the main clause. The conditional clause does not change. Okay, that was zero conditional. I really hope that helped. I'm going to make more videos looking at the different conditionals. So the next video will be first conditional. So usually students sometimes have a problem understanding the difference between zero and first conditional. So please watch that video. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time.